events, and I said I'd come back for a second one, and well, this is it. And I'm actually wanting to work as usual. Like some of these right here, I just did these, so this is gonna be a little painful to watch as I die by my own creations, like what I just now about did. So, I actually have an Xbox One account on Terraria, and I have a friend that has a complete giveaway world. And if you want to, just hit me up on Xbox One under LIL Gears of War. I should put it in the comments in a few minutes after this video is uploaded. But check there, and I'll have my gamer tag posted. So I guess let's get to it. If you set up your traps, what you're going to want to do is, this is like a, as the title says, events. What you're going to want to do is just set up a bunch of traps, super dart especially, and spiky ball. Whenever you do that, all you have to do is just build yourself a little shelter, which, like, I'll show you in a second. But set everything off of a 1 second timer, because whenever you do that, as it says, it'll go off every second. Mine's still a little sloppy, but it's working at the moment. But whenever you do this, you just need to put some background walls, set your spawn, put a 1 second timer. You're going to make sure it's hooked up to every trap. And whenever you hit this, whether it's spear, super dart, or spiky ball, it will go off. But if you want a separate thing, you can use, where is it? The blue wrench, the red wrench, and I don't have the green wrench with me. But that's what will allow you to do separate traps off separate things. Like some of them you could do a, I don't know, a pressure plate that activates when anything but a player steps on it. And you can buy all of this from a mechanic. And if you set up, barrier walls right here, you won't die, because they'll run everything, like the dart traps will run off into this. And if you put hellstone down around here, they cannot, well, how do I put this? They can't spawn if it's a certain length of hellstone, or meteorite, like in my case, because they just can't spawn on that. It's against the game code. And if you put just a bunch of traps, they will run in here, and you can just kill them from there with these. Like what's about to happen to me if I cannot get the magic mirror. So, it helps if you have a summoner loadout, like the tiki shirt and armor, or the spooky. And if you've already defeated Terra, you should have the pygmy staff, like what I have right here. And if you get the pygmy necklace, the Hercules beetle, and this armor, what you're going to be able to do is just, like this, it increases the knockback and damage of my minions. And the pygmy necklace will increase my number of minions by 1. And the step bonus on this increases my number of minions, and this increases the minion damage. But I highly suggest the tiki armor better, because it gives you 8 more defense. Okay, so it will give you a total of 37 if you subtract my 2 from a star veil. So, in about 30 seconds, I'll spawn in the frost moon. But just hit me up on Xbox One if you need any help with this, because, well, I have a few special items that I've had given to me. But just put spikes and meteorite around your house, and if you put too much meteorite, meteor heads will spawn, and those things are just a massive pest. And see, they all just spawned right down here. and off to the sides. And if any of the big bosses, they'll just go straight down here. And I got spiky balls and everything else that'll help kill them, and the present mimics is mainly the only thing that can actually somewhat make it through, since they have the highest health and defense of these. But there's only a few that can actually spawn up top, but the rest come around here, and those gray lines right there are my current traps. So occasionally I make a run through like this, assuming I don't die trying to do it. Yeah, just make a run straight through up here and try to fill in as many spots as you can with traps. Mine's still a little sloppy because this was actually just made before I started this. So you actually do not need the Star Veil. But it will increase your length of invincibility after you spawn. But see, like these Ever Screams, what I'll do is I'll take this and just, or do that. Go to my house, the Grim Reapers, or the Reapers. All these traps will kill it, and this can actually travel through blocks, which will actually give you a massive boost and help you kill these things a lot easier if they are in range. But this isn't quite. Or if you have the godly stake launcher from the other event, the Pumpkin Moon, what it's letting you do, well, if you have the right loadout, it can do over 7,000 damage, which right now I'm actually focusing on my summoning loadout. I've actually done all this in 2 minutes, so this is actually really, really good. But just basic, what my stake launcher is right now is actually godly, but I believe it is legendary that is the best. Yes. And if you have that and the Shroomite armor with the Shroomite headgear, that can actually get you over 7,000 damage. And if you have the Avenger emblem, Destroyer emblem, and Ranger, it can go through there and just basically annihilate anything. 1030 is not too bad with the summoning loadout, but if you have Beetle or something like that, Palladium's actually really good for this because of the health boost it can give you after striking an enemy. But the best defense in the game, I believe, is the turtle shell and turtle leggings and the chlorophyte headgear. And there will be no set bonus with that, so you'll have to go off what each individual piece of armor can give you. And if Santa will ever walk into his doom, that will be really great. Yeah, thank you, Santa. Alright, so just hit me up on Xbox One and check out Demise under Meet Your Demise on YouTube. He has a world for download and a character, and it can really help you out if you're struggling to do this. If you have a proximity mine launcher, just use that, and you can. And if they don't blow up right then, if an enemy, well, Santa will ever roll over it, just like that, it'll blow up. Or if a player does it, it's good if you like trolling people. So, yeah, and they'll be constantly moving for about 10 seconds. So, you might want to have already killed Plains Hera for this. And you might want to make sure your spawn is set up here really well, because if you're still going to use the summoner loadout, you're going to want to use, since the health on it and the defense is not the greatest, like that. Especially if Santa doesn't want to, you know, meet his demise. And the traps want to kill you as well. Yeah, just watch out for his presence and his missiles like that. Just run basically back and forth. And this can kill him actually really fast. Because he's just going to be running. If you have the spear traps, he'll be running straight into those. Heckgummit, Santa. Why don't you want to die? Just check out Demise's channel, and he's actually a really big help on how to do this. And if you're not in hard mode yet, he can help you out on this, because I am doing this on PlayStation 4. But if you can, you might want to turn off your traps after all of this, because if not, just the health it's not just the enemies. Where is it? Okay, my other armor's not currently with me. But if you've already done the Pumpkin Moon, and you have the Bat Scepter, that's going to be a complete massive boost for you. But you will die a lot whenever you do this, because if you don't have the Horseman's Blade trick mastered, it's not going to work out too well for you. Like, right now I'm tempted just to go down there and fight on just my blades. But I don't actually have yet to complete this, and you need to get to wave 12 to get the Ice Queen to spawn, I believe. You might actually want to put platforms down and then drop the traps a little bit lower than 4 blocks. So then the big guys will get stuck down there and they can't do anything about it. So I actually may not be able to kill this Everscream in time. Santa right there may not die. Actually, I'm just going to turn off these traps. And they will stick around after you turn them off, so that's just a disclaimer. Just like that. But these guys are very, very difficult to kill if you're using Summoner right now, like what I'm doing. But the drops are phenomenal. You will die quite a lot whenever you use the Summoner loadout. Ah, there we go. See what we got. Christmas hook, and, well, that's about it. Great. There's not actually guaranteed drop from these guys. But if you do Pumpkin Moon, you have a really high chance of getting a Pepper Scarab. Well, a Necromantic Scroll, I think is what it is. No, it's Pepper Scarab. And what you can do with that is it also helps increase your max number of minions. So remember guys, hit me up on Xbox One as Gears of War, and this is that 80s rogue YouTuber going off